Phil, where we at? What are we doing today?
Today we got a fun day. We're going to be taking the Big Mac dump truck into a quarry, give you guys an inside view with the drone of what goes on, how it works, get a couple loads of nice washed clean gravel, taking it up to a location to build kind of a rock garden around a house. Should be pretty fun, a wide variety of stuff. You guys come along. Yeah, so I got a little scary thing to do here. I got 2 excavator buckets in the dump bed of the dump truck. So I'm going to try to raise the gate up. Our dump truck has a gate that will raise and stay up, and then I'll try to dump those buckets out while I'm moving, so when they come out they don't roll back into the truck. So this could be a little sketch. Let's try to do this.
Yeah, you'll be good. Just go forward really fast.
Yeah, I'm gonna raise it a little more and then go forward fast. I like the beds where the tailgate goes up, because if you're doing boulders or something like this,
it's not gonna hit the tailgate.
Because that would destroy the tailgate real fast. It'll bend it and half moon it so that it doesn't close, properly.
Then you're dumping your load while you're driving,
Yeah.
but it's not closed.
Down the highway, baby. All right.
Yeah, them bad boys jumped out like a potato. It worked.
I had to be pretty violent on your end of things. I can't imagine. It's probably pretty loud. Yeah. Dude, they stuck in there like crazy.
I was like, man, he's gonna have to go higher. I don't think they're gonna come out, and it didn't come out.
I know. All right, we are arriving here at the quarry. Oh yeah. Came in a little hot there. Slow her down. All right, we are at AC Concrete, the snowstorm quarry, and we got a little treat for you guys today, showing you the insides of this place. Should be pretty fun. Gonna show you some stuff in here, but we're not able to show you everything, but I think you're gonna see more than most of you ever have seen inside a quarry. So the first thing I've got to do coming in here to this particular quarry is scale in. So I'm going to pull into the scale house and get my empty weight, and then we'll head down, I think, and get big bump. Ugh. We'll head down and get our material. We're gonna be picking up some 1.5 inch nice clean material today for kind of a landscape garden like I shared with you guys earlier. We're gonna get 2 loads, probably around 30 tons if we can. So I'm gonna pull into the scale house here. This truck's a little wider than my old one, so I gotta be a little careful. This scale's not the widest thing, and that it will clip your tank if you're not careful. Just make sure it's zeroed out. All right. Rolling in. Got about 6 inches on each side here. So my empty weight is gonna be about 25,000. All right, we are in the quarry here. We gotta find which piles are 1.5 inch crushed. They haven't made their batch of 1.5 inch washed yet this year, but the crushed is pretty clean. It's clean enough that it's been approved for most septic systems, so if that gives you any idea. It's like a, I don't know, it feels like prehistoric when you're inside of these places, because from my vantage point, you know, it's just huge piles and you can't really see around the next bin. It'd make for a really cool Halloween tour, you know, big like dinosaurs hanging out or something, I don't know. Just jabbering. So let's see, I'm looking for the loader, who should be looking for me. That looks like road base right there. They got pretty nice road base here. Works good for really steep applications. A lot of fines in their road base here. Pretty good operation here, run by Justin and team. See if I can't help him out here a little bit. Boom. All right, dump number 1. I think we should get probably 2, maybe 2.25 bucket. Let's see what machine we're working with here today. I think that's a 744 John Deere. Can't quite see. Hey, there you guys are. The P is like a tier, so it's the top tier and it has a turbo. We are very, very high in elevation here, so you need to be running that P up at this elevation. You guys know I talked about my man Jason over there. Jason and Nick and team, great guys. Can't be over 20,000 pounds per axle. The truck can handle a lot more than that, but apparently the roads can't. All right, we're done. Giddy up. Thank you, sir. All right, we got to make a little U-turn and get up this hill. Get our tarp going. When I was a new driver, I stalled out on this hill so many times. All right, and then we'll see what we weigh. Go check in and then hit the road, baby. Be about 54,000. Coming in through South Park, Colorado. Looking out for Kenny, you know. That kid's always jumping out in front of the dump truck. You're just gonna take her slow here. Good old South Park, Colorado.
What happened over here, Phil?
So there was a pile of road base here we were going to use to fill in some spots, and it was in the way of parking. So I just knocked it down and out of the way real quick. And I tracked over it with our bigger excavator, which proves something, I'll tell you in a second. But when I drove on this in the dump truck, I pulled up on it and the dump truck just started sinking, and I had a load, and I'm like, is this gonna stop? And it did, but look how, I mean, that's 8 inches.
I mean, that's up to your ankle, dude.
Yeah. That's 8 inches, it came down. But that big excavator weighs 35,000 pounds and I tracked over it. But that shows you the difference in all that weight on just this much of a tire of a dump truck versus a track pad of a machine. There's not a lot of compaction with track pads on dozers or excavators because it distributes the weight so much. So never be lulled in. If you're new at dump truck driving, gotta watch out for this kind of stuff. People will be like, oh, back up over here, it's fine, the ground's solid. It's not. It is not. Don't trust them. Never drive a dump truck on virgin ground or non-compacted ground. Just don't do it. All right, here we are again, back for load number 2. No drone this time. You are in the cab, and I don't have to scale in at the house because I already did it this morning. So I'm good for a couple days before I have to do that again. Let's get another load of gravel. So you can see these piles here. These are what's called crusher fines, like a byproduct of the crushing process, but it's really good for compaction, backfilling things. You can put it on the very bottom of a road bed. They mix it in with road base, but you get a lot of crusher fines. This here is AC Concrete's road base, very good stuff. And then they trap and save water here for a lot of their washing process when they want clean gravel. It looks to be pretty empty, but it's a little pond they make.
Oh, I kind of see the divot. Yeah.
It's every quarry you go into, you almost feel like that feeling of being at a new job where you're like, where's the bathroom?
Am I at the right place?
Can I be myself? Like, yeah, what's going on? The first couple times in a quarry, you're a little bit like, somebody's gonna yell at me. Sometimes they do. What are you doing? Pull back in like we did last time. It just goes to show, like, the areas we operate, you know, we're 95% dirt roads. None of this equipment is manufactured with that in mind, right? They're thinking like, okay, you're off-road a little bit in a quarry, then you're basically like a highway, paved road until you get to a job site, and then you're going real slow, right? But that's not the world we operate in. So everything just falls apart. I don't care who the manufacturer is or how great they say they are. Everything we have spends its life off-road, basically.
Literally.
So what you see over here is, if you look at kind of the hillside there, that's called sandy loam. I guess it's created by a glacier, but you know what's wild is that's virgin ground, and you can see there's like round, they're not polished, but they're pretty round, almost like river rock in that. And that's because all this whole valley was a glacier at some point, clearly, and it rolled those rocks and it turned them into nice round pretty boulders. I mean, you can see them everywhere. So, but that's what they take and put in through their crushing process, and they get gravel and road base and crusher fines and all kinds of stuff out of it. But it's pretty amazing to see. They take that and they're able to turn it into a big pile of gravel, nice washed clean gravel like they have over there, out of these stones. It's pretty cool science and process for sure.
Well, there you have it.
Giddy up, baby. Get that tarp on, make this turn, and head up the hill without stalling out. So that's our weight. Oh yeah. And you talk about sketchy, going down this hill with a full load. And you know you're just gonna slide. You gotta kind of get the right angle, and you let it go, baby.
All right, we're on the road with the load.
On the road again. grinding gears, cause this truck is not my friend.
This is how you expertly shift.
Come on. There we go. I missed it. Alright, let's try that again.
This is how you expertly shift gears. Smooth like butter.
So that's in the second to last gear, and then to get to my top gear, I have this little gray thing here. I'll flip up, tap the fuel pedal, and now it's in 18th gear now. 18th speed. We skipped a few, so we didn't shift through all 18. We got a truck with this much horsepower. You don't necessarily have to go through them all. Turn that off so you have full control. You push the fuel pedal, it's accelerating. If you let off, the engine's slowing you down. There's no coasting whatsoever. Oh, I wanted to mention too, there was a gentleman who told me in the comments that the Jake brake actually was invented because of fighter planes like in World War II. As the propeller goes around, some type of Jake brake makes it to where the gun doesn't fire into the blade, so it like stops it.
That's what he meant?
He said that was, and I asked him if he was okay with me sharing that tidbit of information. He said yes. I thought that was pretty interesting that that's the technology that they use. At least that's what he says.
I think that kind of makes sense.
Sure.
Oh boy.
It used to be like this, dude, before they redid the road.
They just finished that road.
Oh my God. Pucker factor 10. And you always have a line of cars on your butt, like, why aren't you going faster? It's like, I don't want to die.
And kill the rest of y'all behind me with a full load of freaking crap.
Yeah. It's my favorite hill in a loaded dump truck, and I'm being facetious. Hey, look at the truck, it's so steep.
You're not even on the gas and we're going real fast.
Yeah, my foot's not on it at all. I slid off this road to the right here before in the snow, couldn't get out.
In this or?
No.
Okay.
In the Freightliner, and then also up here I'll show you where I went off. So see this little power box?
Yep.
I slid right next to that thing.
Woo!
Between it just went. I was right here, and the truck just started sliding. I'm like, boom, turn the wheel. I let the ground dry for 2 days. And I'm like, I'm just gonna give it a shot, and the thing pulled right out.
That's crazy. Phil's gonna compact this area that he was talking about earlier on camera. Now that he's got a wheel-bound vehicle versus something with tracks.
All right, so we got about 29 tons of this material. Pretty good stuff to go like in a rock garden. It's good enough for up here. We'll put it around the house. You guys got to see inside the quarry today, which is pretty cool. See the loading process. If you like the video, make sure you like, subscribe, comment. Tell us what you think about the driving and the quarry and everything that you saw, and we'll catch you on next week's video.